really the question is, I suppose the ultimate question is, does consciousness come first? Or does physical reality come first, or do they both come into being together? And of course we can't ever know the answer, because we couldn't be there at the moment of the Big Bang or before it to see the answer. So it's speculative, and it's a matter of belief either way. What we have at the moment is a dominant philosophy within the natural sciences of philosophical materialism, which is the assumption matter comes first, and consciousness emerges from matter in an as yet unexplained way when brains get big enough. A kind of light bulb of consciousness goes on, but the consciousness isn't actually anything. It's nothing. It's either an epiphenomenon or it's an illusion. That's the materialist philosophy of mind. So consciousness itself is problematic. It ought not to exist. We ought not to be conscious. It's an embarrassment for materialism that we are. If we take a different view, if we take consciousness as primary, then we get to a view held by almost all religious traditions that there's a consciousness comes first and gives rise to a universe. And this is not just religious, it's philosophical. For Plato, you have a realm of ideas or forms that comes first. The Platonic, he calls that reality. And then there's a kind of emanation, or for Neoplatonism, a kind of emanation from that realm to give the physical universe. So that's another way of thinking about it. Now, if it were just a matter of arguing philosophically, that would be the end of the matter. We wouldn't be able to get anywhere. But the reason that religions exist is because people have had mystical experiences over the ages where people, through consciousness itself, have felt that their consciousness is linked to some vastly greater consciousness than their own, which they identify as the ultimate consciousness of the universe or God or whatever name they choose to put to it. And now, one could say, well, it doesn't count as science, but science, as Lawrence Krauss emphasizes, is based on empirical facts, and consciousness is the ultimate empirical fact. Empirical means based on experience, and consciousness is experience. So the exploration of these ultimate realities, I think, involves mystical experience as well as scientific measurements of the cosmic microwave background radiation and such like. And when we take that into account as well, the conscious explanation of reality, then some kind of fundamental role for consciousness becomes important. And is consciousness a thing, or is it not a thing? I mean, that's another debate which Aimé may have views on.
I have views.
For more debates, talks and interviews, subscribe today to the Institute of Art and Ideas at IAI TV.